Welcome everyone to my price prediction for Polkadot cryptocurrency on 8th of December 2023, aiming to discover what does the language of the market speaks to us and what is the situation out here. After BTC broke out of $40,000, it has actually touched $44,000, and we're looking for discovering if the altcoin market is going to follow this movement that has been generated by Bitcoin, or we're going to pretty much delay and sort of create a range at this levels. So before we get into the topic of Polkadot, which is a technical and price action side, we would like to share with you the one-on-one coaching for those of you that are interested, as well the done-for-you trading if you want to be part of my trades. Completely outsourced through API trading permission. We also have signals, and there is a lot to talk about both. By the way, you can schedule up a free call with me on Calendly if you want to talk about the topics, right? So what's happening with Polkadot? What number one thing that is very important is we have crossed $300 million volume in the past 24 hours, which has not been an easy target for Polkadot during the past experience, considering that the competition is high amongst the altcoins. One of the things that you guys need to understand and consider as a measurement factor is the fact that there is a market of altcoins that represents a competition. So it's not a cryptocurrency that dominates back and forth throughout the entire time without having to compete with anyone else. And actually, someone that has resources and would like to deposit into something, invest or purchase something, is actually looking into a market of many other cryptocurrencies and available, usually available projects. Therefore, if they don't see numbers, this is how someone that is a beginner thinks. If they don't see numbers in the green color without seeing double or triple digits, they don't want to touch those. So that's why I'm pointing out it's a beginner's thinking without experience and proper knowledge. Because these guys are always chasing the pumps, ending up in big losses by having to deal with the issues that are created by the emotional type of trading sooner or later. So Polkadot was not that kind of a cryptocurrency delivering 250% in this rally. But at the same time, it is not a crypto that underestimated its dominance in the range usually it has. So I wouldn't basically be sorry around to participate in Polkadot, whatever kind of resources we are dealing with. At the same time, it is not that crypto which took the spotlight as of now. So usually we are trying to refer to the price prediction in the most rational way, which is something that we don't usually do, we always do. One day candlesticks out here, we broke the top, folks. Since the last video I've been putting out, we broke the top and we found ourselves on support towards the anchored volume weighted average price indicator, which is a very important thing. I've been speaking about the gap in my previous video, which is also another signal that the market is going to break the top when a gap is being formed before a level that has to be tested, and it's not because they are front running people. Why do they do that? Simple. They don't want you to be in the trade. They want you to see basically the market touching the previous resistance environment line, current support, and act on the line, because that would be a perfect entry for 99% of the traders. So they don't want those traders to be in the markets trading Polkadot on a safe journey. Simple. What's happening right now? Well, you have to deal with a certain level that will not be an easy target. It has to break out, just like I said in my other videos. 6.5 up to 6.8, close to $7. It's the mixture. The mixture behavior is always and always acting at a time it is tested, at a time it is challenged. When we talk about single levels of resistant forces, it is not mandatory to react. But when we talk about double or triple levels coming from a variety of indicators, then it is mandatory for them to put the pressure. So it's the case with the median line from the anchored volume weighted average price representation, that's the blue line, and then the golden pocket I've been talking to you about, which is located in the same place. So number one thing I pretty much care about, even though we are still in the lower part of the anchored volume weighted average price pattern, the lower part is anything below the blue line, the upper part is obviously anything above the blue line. So even though we're still below, which is not something bearish, But at the same time, we're not in that phase of a massive explosion, which is heavily overbought, where the expectancies of continuing after such period of time. So we were pretty much trading below the cloud, and any entry below the cloud has been perfect. It's 67% since we have started, guys. Polkadot is one of those cryptocurrencies that during this rally was not excellent. At the same time, it was performing decently. I don't want to throw out any form of unreal perspectives or a bad mouth or any kind of a deny the performance, but that's what it is. 67% performing decently, never ever outstanding or excellent. That's the reality. It could have been excellent, it could have been outstanding if, with the first push that we completed, would have been sent towards the median line. Right? So we got stuck at $6. But if we would have pushed basically towards the median line, revisited $6, and now we would have been testing the $8 mark. So this is the difference, guys. The gap formed with the first movement between the top that established at that time and the median line located with the blue color. This is the only difference. Why aren't we right now at $8 level? And sometimes cryptocurrencies that successfully break out of certain levels and take their liquidity from the top, plus send the signals and the message to the community that they're ready to go at a much higher level, are the ones that are most likely advancing faster. This is the thing, guys. You need to send out the message to the community. You cannot expect basically a lot of the traders to jump into Polkadot. If you don't deliver them the message, they must jump into the Polkadot. And unfortunately, people don't jump into the Polkadot when numbers are not printing big time compared to the other altcoins. Like, there's altcoins out there that have performed 150%. I'm not saying because they perform like that, Polkadot is bad. If we look at the services, fundamentals, and the project behind, Polkadot is much better than those cryptos. But the community do not care about these things. You know, we have to talk about a degenerate crypto community most of the time. Like the people I work with in my coaching program, especially the ones that have been through bull markets or not, doesn't matter. Majority of them have lost big money before they thought about coaching, and they are crazy around thinking they could make millions of dollars out of $5 in a quick period of time. Folks, trading is difficult. It can pay you a lot on the long run. So you need to know how to handle the complete process in the most serious way, guys. Which is why I'm telling you, if you care about your future, if you think that it is important to be educated on the topic in a very serious manner, one-on-one with me, then make sure to check out the coaching program. At the end of the day, right now, we're looking for Polkadot. Even though it could retrace, it's still not an issue as long as we don't lose 200 days and 100 days moving averages. So the blue line and the light blue lines are the ones that we actually care about in this situation on 8th of December, not to lose those two levels under any form of retracements. If there is a touch towards 20 days moving average, which is the red line, and we are bouncing from that, we are going to break the top that we're establishing right now. BTC broke out everything, and it's not having an easy job to sit above $40,000. But at the same time, the buying pressure that's located around those levels is heavy. So an external event or something that could trigger bearishness will be sufficient enough to send us below 40 grand on the BTC side. Other than that, the community and the space right now is not aiming towards dumping BTC. There's still a movement that has to be done for the altcoins. Beautiful. That's pretty much all we are sitting at the moment. Once again, folks, for those of you that would like to join my one-on-one coaching directly with me, where I'll take you by hand and teach you how to trade, whether you are an experienced beginner or a trader that has been around for years, you definitely need to work on your education. Before the bull market starts, get your weapons ready as I'm speaking around it. Watch the video in order to understand how does it work, and qualify for a free conversation with me by register now. You can also schedule it up by yourself on Calendly. And in the meantime, you can join my trade if you think this is something interesting. No prior fee, only commission from the profits made. Commissions are paid by you every 7 days. And we're trading completely outsourced for you. through API trading permission on your exchange, we can perform that. Have a good time, folks. All the resources can be found in the description area and comments area, including the ability for you to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. A bunch of you are watching the videos daily without being subscribed. Make sure to hit the subscribe and stay in touch with me, folks. If you find this materials useful, ask me any questions in the comments area. Have a good time, folks. We'll talk to you soon.